Is if you see me sinking, it's because my chair is broken. My boyfriend decided to use it to do some push-ups and get higher elevation, and said, oh, you don't need your chair to work. You don't need to stay up at one height. So I'm just going to use this as extra resistance, and I'm going to have you slowly sink down like the Wicked Witch is melting your ass while you trying to do these goddamn videos. I gotta center myself. You know, I have a heart problem. Ignore the fact that my ass is shrinking, y'all, okay? It's not the osteoporosis. It's boyfriends who use their girlfriends' chairs to do push-ups for extra leverage. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Phoenix Alexander, and today we are going to be talking about these natural deodorants again. So, my natural deodorant journey first started with Lume, and that's probably where a lot of you ran across my video, is my Lume video. So basically with Lume, I tried it, you know, the first couple days. I was like, oh yeah, we are working with something. And then homegirl just died on me. She was just like, no, I don't have any interest in smelling good. I don't have any interest in keeping you from sweating. I will keep you from smelling like you came from the animal farm. However, I'm not gonna make you feel good about what you smell like. Which is a problem for me. I'm used to traditional deodorants. When I lift my armpit, it smells like Degree or Secret or Dove or whatever I have on, not miscellaneous ingredient number 35. So anyway, then, oh, let me show you the offender. But this is the one I got, y'all. The way my disability is set up, it would not allow me to purchase another one for trial at $27 for this and the little tube of the same thing. No. So next, oh, find myself on the floor. The next one we have, y'all, is Native. Now, Native really pissed me off because Native smelled amazing. But when I say it just lit my armpits on fire, ablaze, like a California wildfire under my armpits. And no. I'm just gonna say no. So now let's talk about the latest one. Now that I have caught y'all up on where I was before. Smells like nothing, makes your pit slimy, but you won't stink. You'll just smell like ingredients. Smells amazing, but your pits will be on fire. All right, I'm starting to feel like Goldilocks and the Three Deodorant Bears or some shit. Okay. So here's the third one. So one of my lovely watchers said that, you know, she uses Schmidt's. So I said, all right, let me go ahead and get some Schmidt's. Checked it out. The price was, you know, a hell of a lot more than Secret, Degree, Suave, Dove, any of those. But at $8, you know, it didn't take away my full disability check. I do believe that you can get this somewhere cheaper. I know they sell in Target, stuff like that. All right. So the scent that I got was cedarwood and juniper. I really like anything that smells woodsy. That's just my thing. I'm not really a floral type of girl. So when I saw they had one that smelled like cedarwood, they already had me right there. I was like, oh, okay. We're getting some artisanal scents up in here. So I got it. Bam. It says no aluminum, no propylene glycol. I don't even know what that is. And no artificial fragrance. Okay. So I received my deodorant. And I just want you to check out Exhibit A. All right. So I'm going to roll up this deodorant. And I want you guys to tell me what you see. This deodorant, and I don't want nobody to tell me otherwise, because you a damn lie, is cocoa butter and kitty litter. Okay? I know for a fact this formula is cocoa butter and kitty litter because it looks like cocoa butter and kitty litter and it feels like cocoa butter and kitty litter. So I'm saying to myself, okay, I noticed that usually, you know, if I'm not freshly shaven or whatever, I can rock these little natural deodorants and I don't really have too much of an issue. However, with the texture of this, like literally, I go to put this under my armpits and it was like, so I already knew it was going to be a problem because my skin is made out of paper mache and I could hear it cutting through the flesh. So I said, we have a problem. So the deodorant smells great. It smells like, for my nerds out there, it smells like a sexy library or fresh books. I'm such a nerd. I'm like, oh, these books smell sexy. How many pages? 600 pages? Oh my God. Oh. But this shit feels terrible. So let's do a reenactment on my flesh here. It's clumpy. It's like kitty litter and cocoa butter. It doesn't like, what is this? So after you rub in the kitty litter and cocoa butter, it does have a nice fragrance. You can see how clumpy and lumpy it is, which I absolutely hate. So when I wore it, I realized, like, I think I'm just like allergic to baking soda or something like that. I don't know. Because this doesn't even have, like, if these clumps aren't kitty litter, then it's baking soda. It's something clumpy as hell in this formula that is just not skin friendly at all. So let's do some comparing and contrasting, y'all. When it comes to affordability, I believe that the Schmidt's was the most affordable of the three. So I'll give it 4 disability checks out of 5 for affordability. No, you won't be able to find this in your local Dollar General. See, even just putting that on my arm, it burns. It burns. And that's so crazy. Like, I don't understand how I don't have an issue with Dove or Secret. Like, I stopped using it because I found that it was wearing out a little bit faster on the side where I have my defibrillator at. So I said to myself, maybe it's the aluminum interacting with my new robotic parts. I'm not sure. But just give me the damn aluminum. I'll just take the aluminum, okay? But anyway, back to these rankings. So affordability, got to give it a 4 out of 5. When it comes to the ease of application, though, I got to give this shit like a 2 out of 5 disability checks. Like, this is not underarm friendly, yo. That's delicate skin under there. And so if you got to be all no dog, it's not. It's not for me. It's not for me. So if I'm gonna put this all together, I'm gonna have to give this here Schmidt's a 2 out of 5 disability checks. Unfortunately, it's not for me. I will say this: even though my armpit broke out in a terrible rash based upon using this kitty litter and cocoa butter under my armpit did not stink, dog. All right, it didn't stink. So if you're not allergic to kitty litter and cocoa butter, you might want to consider this. You know, I mean, I know I'm a very sensitive flower, you know. I'm a sensitive lady. So I can't use deodorant made out of kitty litter and cocoa butter. However, if your armpits are made for tough, this does work against the odor, and it did have a lovely scent that worked with most of my fragrances because it wasn't loud or anything like that. It just smelled natural. So yeah, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because it did work. It was just kitty litter and cocoa butter. So 3 out of 5, final disability check rating for Schmidt's. All right, this native. Let me turn it around so y'all can see what fragrance I got. I got this eucalyptus and mint. Smelled amazing. My armpits were on fire, but it worked. It did work. I did not stink. I itched and I burned, but I didn't stink. So if you are a person who is able to use these ingredients, then yeah, I recommend Native. It did smell really good. And when I tell y'all, I tried it a lot of times. I had flaming armpits for a while. My underarms looked just terrible. They were red. They were hairy because I couldn't shave. I couldn't shave. The skin was so irritated. So it was like, it was just terrible, y'all. It was terrible. It was so thick. It was like I had Yeti ass hair. Like this was a Yeti's ass crack right here. And all this hair. I couldn't wear no deodorant. So I'm in the store and I'm sitting there and people are like, people playing too much. It's hot out here. They ain't wearing deodorant. I'm just like, hell yeah. They just so trifling for that. Ain't wearing no deodorant. It's 100 degrees here. Now, just because I look like a person that wouldn't smell like that, doesn't mean I should have to perpetrate that lie. Because that day, I smelled like that. I'm sorry, y'all lied to y'all. That was me. But it's because of Native. It's because of Native. It inflamed my damn armpits. So I couldn't wear any deodorant for like a whole week. The hair grew out of control. The hedges were untrimmed. The rent office threatened to charge me $55 just to trim this damn armpit lawn. It was terrible. So I was like, okay, Native, I got to give you a break. It's just, we're not meshing together well. But if I'm going to rate Native, I have to say, out of all of these, and it's sad because I'm definitely allergic to something up in here. But out of all of these, this smells the most like regular deodorant. It smells better than a regular deodorant, actually. This texture-wise is the most like regular deodorant. And it actually works. Like when I put this on, I could smell the eucalyptus and mint. When I went out with my girls and I went to hug them, yeah, my armpits were itchy and red, but I was confident. Hey, girl. Yeah, girl. We went out. Yeah, girl. Now, when I got home, I saw that my armpits were as red as the underside of the devil's balls. But until that point, I was confident. I was confident. I was in the lounge getting it. Then a couple days following that was a bitch. Like I said, I had to lie about the stink that belonged to me that I put on somebody else at the time. But, you know, we got to charge that to the game. Finally. Oh. But yeah, 4 to 5 disability checks for this. If it did not inflame my underarms, this would have been my #1 pick of deodorants, and I would have only bought this deodorant, and I would have just bathed in this shit. I would have just swam through it like Scrooge McDuck, like, oh, Native, just diving on in. But I can't dive through this shit like Scrooge McDuck because, yo, rashy as a bitch under my underarms. Okay, and last we'll talk about Lume. Now, Lume's been a liar since the very beginning. This bitch can't be trusted, you know. She spent all this money on advertising, and I knew. I said, oh, this bitch got all kinds of people talking about her. And just like the other bitches that be online, having all kind of people talking about them, it is not what you think it is. I personally feel deceived, lied to, bamboozled by Lume. Because this shit right here, I'm pretty certain. Now, I ain't one to gossip. So you ain't heard this from me. And live in color style. I ain't want to gossip, you heard this from me. But if Schmidt's is made out of cocoa butter and kitty litter, I'm pretty sure Lume's just made out of like hydrocortisone cream maybe, or some other kind of skin cream. It doesn't look like deodorant, but they put them in a deodorant tube, one of those ones that you can turn up. It doesn't smell like deodorant. It actually has the most ingredients out of all of my other natural deodorants. And this shit stink. And I was very upset about it because $27 is a lot of money for a lady on a fixed income like myself. I know I look fabulous, but that's just because I keep redoing the same 5 damn wigs over and over again. I'm broke. My makeup came from Rite Aid. I do my own nails. I ain't got no money. She has no money. So to spend $27 on something that I have, it's just sitting around. Like, I literally just use this when I have no other deodorant. Like, there is nothing left. God has taken the blessing of deodorizing away from me, and for whatever reason, I can't get to the store, or the store is closed. Then I pull this out with the knowledge that I'm going to wake up and I'm going to smell like I didn't put anything on. I already know this. I'm not upset about it. You know, I would never wear this in the streets. Never. I would never take this to work. Never. I mean, I guess it's good crotch lotion, but that's all it is. Crotch lotion. Doesn't keep you dry. If anything, it promotes the moisture. It's just like, you know what? I know it's moist down here, but let's turn it up a notch. Even more moist. Slide out of those panties. I want you to slide onto your floor from your and slide on down with your slippery ass panties from this Lume. Whatever. I'm not impressed. So I'm just gonna straight up and say it. Like, even though with Lume I found that I didn't actively stink during the moment that I was out. I just didn't smell like anything. Now, when you go to sleep and you wake up, it's over. I don't care if you took a shower before you went to bed. Oh, I took a shower before I went to bed. It's cool. I'm not going to sweat. I should be able to, you know, wake up and be fine. It says 72. No. It's 7 to 2. 7 to 2 additional hours. 7, possibly 2 hour odor control. So I think they missed a little slash right here. It should be 7, possibly 2 additional hour odor control. Because this is not it. This is not it. Todd will be talking shit about you at the Christmas party. Like, oh my gosh, she thinks she's so cute, but her underarms, seriously, did you see that sweat stain? Todd, don't talk shit about me, Todd. You know I don't want to come in here. And you're stressing me out. You're making me sweat even more. And you know this Lume's not going to help you for that. So don't be the girl that they talk about at the office. So with that being said, we're going to toss Lume out of the rankings because it will get you embarrassed. So that means my number 1 deodorant, and you know I got to like it if it set my shit aflame, is this Native. It is the most like a traditional deodorant. It actually has a fragrance. I mean, at $11 and some change, is it the most disability check friendly? It's not. It's not. I mean, none's gonna beat my good old Suave for that. You know, anytime I can go into Dollar General and get two of something for $4, it will always win the affordability uh, wars. But I have to say, when it comes to function, when it comes to fragrance, when it comes to formula, the three F's. God damn, I got a good system. I didn't even know about that shit until just now. But when it comes to the three F's, function, fragrance, formula, this is an A+. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5. Of course, I would give it 5 out of 5 if I could wear it daily. But I will say this. When it's time to give Todd that expense report, I can proudly lift my arm and say, here, Todd, you son of a bitch. We did it, Todd. We did it, you son of a bitch. I'm dry. I'm dry. I smell good. These expense reports are popping because I'm confident. You know. Will I be able to wear it tomorrow? No. Don't ask me for shit tomorrow, Todd, because my arm will be itchy and inflamed. And I'm going to stink, and I'm going to have to blame it on Jeremiah because, you know, he's that natural dude, and he don't wear deodorant. He works at Trader Joe's on the side, that whole shit. He's all about Mother Earth, so no one's going to look at it sideways if I'm like, Jeremiah and his no deodorant wearing ass again? Then I'll see y'all 2 days later with my native again. Like, damn, Jeremiah, funky bastard. Anyway, if you are not allergic to baking soda, I would definitely recommend this native. Definitely. This is my shit, dog. All right, that's it. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh, for anybody curious of what I'm sporting under my armpits today, Dove. I don't have to prep for that. I just put the shit under my armpit and I'm gonna go outside. All right, toodaloo.